let's talk about it. See, 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 let's talk about it.
Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to the community talk show called Let's Talk About It. I'm your host, Charay, and today I'm going to be interviewing Charles Bell, who is an independent gospel artist who specializes in giving the message out to the world about God and His love. And everybody welcome Charles Bell to the show.
Hello, everybody.
I would like to thank you for coming on to my show. I truly appreciate it.
I heard so much about it. It's an honor for me to be here
Oh,
in
yeah?
your presence.
Oh yeah? What you heard about it?
When I heard that it was good,
Thank you.
that's a good thing.
Thank you, thank you. Well, before we get into some of the things that you're about and some of the shows and events and things that you have coming up, who is Charles Bell?
Charles Bell is simply undefined as, I won't say too quiet or shy. First is I do love God.
Amen.
And I like to see growth.
Right.
And in any and everything that one can do or within me. It's not a lot about Charles Bell. I'm a low-key person.
There gotta be something. Something.
I'm a low-key person.
That little twinkle in your eye. Gotta
No,
be something.
I'm real low-key until it's time for praise and worship.
Right.
Then everything is unveiled.
Okay, so take us to the beginning. Where did Charles grow up?
I grew up, born and raised in Williamsburg County.
Williamsburg County?
Yes.
And where exactly is that?
This little town called Hemingway, South Carolina.
Okay.
And then my mom relocated us to Pamplico or Effingham area. Then I moved as I got older and started on my own after college. I moved straight to Florence. So
Okay. And what was your major in college?
computer science.
Computer science.
Yeah, it didn't go well. I was not a science guy.
I know.
Yeah,
We all have those where we
Yes.
go for one thing and we realize, okay, well that's not really where we want to go.
right,
And we want to just merge off to the left a little bit.
right. And I merged to the left. But then he put me on track with
Look, how
something.
far left did you go?
I merged to the left.
Okay.
But he did put me back on track
Right,
of what I do love.
right. We're talking about God.
Right.
Okay.
God put me on track of my passion.
Okay, okay. Any sisters and brothers?
One older sister who thinks she's my mom.
We all have one of those.
I know. And I have 2 younger brothers.
Okay, cool. Any children?
None. I
None?
don't have any.
Okay.
I do have I have a stepsister, and she's a part of our life.
Okay.
Her name is Heather. Hey Heather. If you
Hey Heather.
So I don't want to leave her out.
Okay.
But yeah, no children.
Okay.
I have several hosts of godchildren,
Oh wow.
nieces and nephews. So I don't have.
Okay. So you playing that uncle role, that guy
Sometimes.
role?
Sometimes.
Something. Oh, you gotta give.
Too many. Stop it.
Okay, so take us into the beginning. When did you decide that you wanted to start singing, that you had the gift of singing?
Well, I started singing when I was about 8 years old.
Okay.
My mom sung, my entire family, a line of singers or musicians.
Okay.
And I started singing in church with me and my sister, Linda. And it was this little song, if the Robert can say thank you, you can do it too.
Right.
And we started there. And I've always just had a genuine love for the sound of music.
Right.
I would see myself in there singing anybody's song,
Look, you come give me a song.
And in the singing, I just developed you know, I need to do this and I need to make this run like this or try this person.
Right.
But it worked out. And I've always sung to where my mom used to say, Charles, shut up, be quiet, you know. But it paid off.
Right. Okay. Wow. Just running around, just blasting the vocals, huh?
Yeah, just doing something. You know, she told me I used to go outside and just start singing. So.
Okay. Do your sister, does she sing as well, or?
She does. She does sing. She used to me, she used to sound like Anita Baker.
Oh.
At one point in time.
Is at one point?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she sings now, but
Okay.
not to the level where she used to.
Oh, okay.
But she still does sing.
Okay.
So, but we come from a background of singers.
Wow.
You know,
Awesome.
my mom, Shirley Season. I mean, you know, if you could put her in a room,
Right.
her and Shirley behind the covers.
Right. You wouldn't even know.
Right.
Who.
Right.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Wow. Okay. So, what was your first show? Like when you discovered that you had a talent for singing, what was like one of your first events?
Oh, I was singing talent shows. I mean, I used to, because of where I grew up, there wasn't a whole lot going on. So, you know, talent shows, and from talent shows to just weddings,
Okay.
different type things, funerals,
Oh,
and, you know, so then it just carried along. And then I thought I got grown and went to college and started singing in clubs,
right.
you know, and
With that transition.
right. And you know, my last moment of knowing the club wasn't for me, I fell asleep right beside the speaker in the club. So I knew there was no time. I knew that there was nothing else for me. So.
Oh, wow.
But,
you went to sleep next to the speakers in the club.
Right. So, I mean, I wasn't enthused about going there anyway, you know, but I went, me and my cousin, you know, and I was like, Van, I'm done. You know,
Right.
no more.
Right.
So.
Wow. Yeah, God worked with us in different ways and
He
getting
does.
us to, you know, realize what is good for us and what is not good for us.
Amen. That's right.
And so, what are some of the upcoming events that you have?
Well,
Because you currently live
Florence.
in Florence, South Carolina.
And
it's a lot of stuff that's going on in this area.
yeah, matter of fact, on the 28th of this month, which is April 28th, I'll be singing at South Florence High School
Okay.
at 5 p.m.
Okay.
May 4th, I will be at Bishop Blue Church in Marion, South Carolina.
Okay.
I'll be singing there. June 1st and the 2nd, I will be in Houston, Texas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
I know you are.
And then July 6th,
Okay.
I will be back in Charlotte, North Carolina at First Friday.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so you, as of right now, you are a traveling artist.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And we have here, you have an album,
Yeah, that's my CD.
Charles
Intimate.
Bell,
Yes, ma'am.
Intimate Devotion.
That's right.
And I will get a close-up of this later. Okay, so tell me about this album and what were your inspirations in creating that album?
Well, I've visited, and I would say my producer, Kelvin Lauer, we're really good friends. And he's always telling me, he called me Chuck. He said, Chuck, we need to go and get the CD. Go get the CD. Well, he was working with some other artists, so I said, well, you ain't gonna have no time for me, so I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait it out, you know.
Right.
And then he kept telling me, well, we need to get it in, we need to do what we need to do. So I said, okay, I'm gonna pull your card.
Okay.
So I started making the necessary steps to get everything laid out. And as I felt I was laying out, God was already positioning me, and everything was like a cakewalk.
Right.
I mean, everybody was just wanting to work with me.
Okay.
They'll do this for me for
Right.
nothing. They'll do this, you know. So I told Kelvin, I was like, okay, let's do it. So there were some countless nights that we
Right.
were up, and
Right.
we had some songs, which Kelvin is a songwriter. I'm a songwriter.
Okay.
Gregory Neesmith and Marty Gamble.
Okay.
They're all producing and songwriters. So we just put it together, and then God just
Right.
moved everything.
Right.
Everything was
Awesome.
in place.
Awesome. So do you have any collaborations on this album, or is it just you strictly? I see it's 14 songs.
It's just me strictly.
Cool.
Yeah, God is just awesome.
Cool. Okay, so take us into about 2 or 3 of these songs. Give the title and tell me what inspires you in creating that song and what is it really talking about.
Well, He's Able is one.
Okay.
He's able because sometimes we find ourselves trying to do all what He's supposed to be.
Right. Amen.
And we just need to find ourselves and know that God is able to do anything
Amen.
but fail.
Oh, what will get me started?
So if we just
Amen.
relinquish what we feel is our power and give Him what is rightfully His, then everything it'll work out to the best.
Wow.
So I mean, I have out of the 14, all of them are my favorite.
Okay.
Because all of them have different meaning and and amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. I wrote that song. God gave me a vision for that coming from work, going to choir rehearsal.
Wow.
And when I was just praying, God, thank you for this day. It was the end of a hard work day.
Okay.
And I'm going to rehearsal now to give some more time.
Wow.
Then I said, God, thank you. You are so amazing. And it just came to me.
Wow.
So when I got to rehearsal, I was like, Marty, I need you to do this song for me, put this together. And he arranged it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't it awesome the gift He gives us and how we can use it and just touch other people's
Amen.
lives,
Yes.
including our own.
Amen.
And I tell people you gotta encourage yourself, and by any means and however, in any way, you can encourage yourself. Just do it. Just encourage yourself.
Right. And that is very key.
Right.
Because there is a word for yourself within.
Right.
I know there's a word for me within the music that He's given me.
Right.
Because it wasn't me who got it out there. It was Him.
Right.
So sometimes I have to sit back and just speak to Charles.
Right.
That's
right.
One song, "Have Mercy on Me."
Okay.
Oh, I had a horrible day at work.
Oh wow.
And it seemed like everything was I just need bigger shoulders because all this weight on my shoulders. What is next?
Right.
And then I just say, God, I'm tired of trying.
Right.
I can't do it by myself. So,
Right.
in whatever you do, you let it be.
Right.
And just have mercy.
Right.
And therefore, the song, "Have Mercy on Me."
Wow.
I could have been dead and gone, but you still let me live on.
To see another day's journey.
That's right. So just have mercy on me.
Amen.
And then, because like I said, all the songs are awesome.
Right.
I love every one of them. There's not, and I know that, some might say, well, I know you got a little bit of, slightness towards one song the most.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't,
Right. It all came from within. So this whole album is really based off of your personal experiences and not just other people's experiences.
Right.
And some people they co-write off of some of their experiences,
Right.
friends, family members, and
Right.
whatnot. But this is all. So in this album, you're getting all of Charles Bell's.
All of Charles Bell.
Amen. And you're selling this album for
$10.
$10. And where can they go and purchase the album?
They can go to my website.
Okay.
www.charlesbellministries.org, or you can go to iTunes, or CD Baby, any of the outlets, Amazon. I'm on all of those.
Okay, so that's where some places where they can check you out and
Yes.
hit you up if they're interested in booking you as
Yeah,
well.
if they want to book me, just go to the website.
Shows.
They want to go to the website, go to charlesbellministries.org and go to booking or contact us. Put your information in, and a booking agent will get in contact with you.
Oh, you heard it. Yes. So, Charles, tell me, how important is music in today's society, and gospel music the most?
I would say music is very, very, very important because we as a people listen to the radio more than we look at TV.
Right.
And once you listen to the radio and it's downloaded in your spirit,
Right.
then God begins to work.
Right.
So therefore, the music ministry is very strong.
Right.
You know, even back, you know, in the
Carries
Bible,
a spirit.
you know, yeah, and even in the Bible, you know, it song, dance, you know,
Right.
it's music.
Right.
And music, I feel music jumpstarts the heart.
Right.
And then God takes over and does whatever He wants with the heart to
Right.
make you know who He is, and you know He is
Right.
within you.
Right.
You know, so I would say, you know, music is prominent.
Right. So you got to be careful what you listen to, because a lot of
Yes.
that works in your spirit. And
That's
I
right.
posted something a while ago on Facebook that I said, beware the dangers of music.
Right.
And a couple people, surprisingly to me, it's not surprising, but it is. They was like, "What did you mean by that?" You know.
Mhm.
And so so God led me to put that out there, because a lot of people didn't understand that they have to be careful, you know, what you listen to and how you feed that in your spirit, because people do things off of songs, especially like if it was a breakup song and then you're falling into depression. Some people
Right.
kill themselves.
Right.
Kill
Right.
themselves, or you know, the type of lyrics they listen to it and someone did them wrong, talk about their mom or something, and then they get hyped and amped, and then they ready to go shoot someone.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so you have to be very, very careful what you feed your spirit and what you listen to.
That's
It
right.
plays a really big part, especially on today's youth, with a lot of this hip hop, R&B,
Right. Right.
you know, rock, whatever, anything that's just very, very negative.
Right.
Talking about shooting, killing, you know, even sexuality. You know,
Amen.
now they putting that more into songs, and it's just, be careful.
Yeah. Music can put. Well, I won't say music, but the lyrics.
Right.
The lyrics and the meaning of it.
Right.
And you have to be careful
Right.
with that. Yes.
Right. And so when we talk about gospel music, some people just, oh, you know, gospel music. I don't want to listen to that. You know, if someone tells you that, what would you tell them?
Well, if they have this side of gospel music, or they don't want to be bothered with it, you know, you have to pray for those people,
Right.
because it's bigger than us.
Right.
You know, at all times it's bigger than us. But when I come into a room, or when I come into a place, and there's people that's not wanting to, you know, hear the music,
Right.
you know, I ask them, you know, what has God done for you?
Right.
You know, who is He? Do you know who God is?
Right.
You know, because if you don't know who God is, then, you know, first you gotta, that's a challenge.
Right.
And you have to get to know who God is.
Right.
Now, if you won't let Him in,
Right.
you know, that's a horse of a different color.
Right.
But, you know, gospel music itself, gospel music is God,
Right. Which is love.
which is love.
And that's good, because you ask them no questions. You don't just, you know, say, well, gospel music is good for you. You ask them questions to get them thinking
Right.
about the reason why they should really listen to gospel music.
Right.
And, you know, I mean, it's healing. It's healing for the mind. It's healing for the soul. It's healing maybe even for your body. That, you know, that if you're hurting because of a bad relationship, or because someone is talking about you, or somebody, you know, whatever the case may be, that can really get you to look at things in a whole different light.
Right. Right. And those things, if you have, or if you are encountering those things, then God is there for you. He's waiting with open arms.
Amen.
I wrote this song one time, you know, that He's there. He's just waiting on you.
Right.
You know, He is.
Right.
He's really waiting on you, just to say, God,
Amen.
I surrender.
Amen.
I can't do it no more, and I need you
Amen.
on me. Only
Amen.
you can do this.
Amen.
So, you know, whatever you're going through, He's already known about it.
Amen.
He's just waiting for you to confess it to Him.
That's
Talk to
right.
Him about it. He'll deliver you from it.
That's right, because that's another thing I used to talk to people about. I see a lot of people talk about, well, I'm just waiting on God to change me. God knows I'm weak. God knows this. Okay, God had already died for everything that you say that you're going through. And He's already made a way for you to escape the things that you're going through. And like my brother Charles here said, He's just waiting for you to make up in your mind that you choosing Him this day, and that you have a change for your life. And you just got to do it.
Amen.
And no, nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. You are going to fall. But when you fall, you get back up, and you try not to do the same things over again, and try to make a difference.
Amen.
And realize that we are here for one another. We're supposed to help, love, encourage, and support one another. It's not about self.
Right.
It's not about self.
Right.
Not
Absolutely.
self.
Absolutely.
Well, you're going to get me started up in here. Dancing up on this table. Jesus.
Hey, have at it. We got free reign. Have at it.
But I know my viewers, including me, would like to hear a little something from you. Something from the album, if you will. Use it. Let the Lord use you.
Let me see. Oh Lord, have mercy on me. Oh Lord, have mercy on me. I could have been dead and gone, but you let me live on. Oh Lord, have mercy on me. Now for the rest of you, got to go and buy the CD.
Yes, you got to go out. Yes. That was nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, once again, before we close out, you can let them know where to go to get in contact with you to view some of your upcoming tour dates, where to purchase the album. Once again here, Charles Bell, Intimate Devotion.
Okay, you can go to www.charlesbellministries.org. You can also go to Facebook. We're on Facebook, Charles Bell Ministries. You can go to iTunes. You can go to Rhapsody. You can go to Amazon, CD Baby. All digital downloads. You can go there, and I will be there.
Lawns open wide.
Right. The CD is $10. You can contact us. We'll ship you one, or you can just go and digitally download.
Oh, awesome! They make it very easy to get it.
Very
Go
easy.
get your copy.
Right away. Don't play around. Go get it.
Intimate Devotion. Well, I would like to thank you for coming on to my show. Ladies and gentlemen, I took him from his job, so
Yes.
I got to give him back.
Yes.
And thank you for taking the time to come out to Let's Talk About It.
Thank you.
And you have a good night, everybody. Let's
Bye.
talk about it.
See you soon.
Let's talk about it.